Hello YouTube. I have not uploaded a video for quite a while. I actually went back to work. Been off for a couple months, and so since I've been making some money, of course I've been back to buying more RC stuff. And this week I ordered an SCX24 Jeep Rubicon, and it arrived from Amazon a couple days later. And I happened to think that it was a little too white for my personal tastes. Had some really ugly decals on the side. I think that it's a pretty neat little truck, but it just had a little too much stuff going on. So what I just did this afternoon was just masked the thing off and decided to paint the roof here. So I figured I would take the tape off on camera here just to reveal exactly how it's turned out. See how it looks. And it's not looking too bad. You can see a couple spots that maybe the tape might have bled through a little, or the paint might have bled through the tape a little bit, but overall I think my quick 5-minute mask job might have been pretty effective here. I had seen some other people online have done this. And watching some of the videos, and I thought that it would be a good idea to just kind of detune some of the whiteness a little bit. And yeah, I can see that maybe some of the paint has bled through in a couple of spots, but I'm sure that's nothing that can't be fixed with a little bit of paint thinner in areas. Take that off, scratch it off with something. It's certainly not going to affect the paint because these are painted from the inside, of course. It did bleed a little bit in a couple of areas, but again, nothing too bad. Nothing I shouldn't be able to fix. You can see kind of along that side right there, it might have bled through a little bit more than I expected it would, but take this side off. These are great little crawlers. I plan on doing a little bit more video later on this evening, kind of showing what these are actually really capable of. I've seen some great videos online, the people that have them, and I've been very impressed with what they can do, which is actually why I decided to go ahead and order one. It's amazing to see the difference between how these function versus some other mini crawlers that are available out there. Oftentimes I think people are attracted to low price quick fixes for this hobby. It sometimes can leave you wanting more after it's all over with. It looks like I might need to do a little bit of touch up on some of this white part here. I don't know if the camera will really catch that or not, but you can sort of see along this bottom edge, and I'll probably just go along with that with a black marker. Fix that edge, and then also maybe try and scrape away some of the paint that's there that bled through. But not too bad. I expected to maybe have to do a little bit of detail work. I think overall the job was fairly effective, and yeah, I think I actually do like the ultimate result, what ended up happening here. So quick little video just to show the unveiling there. Maybe I'll turn the camera back on after I'm done doing a little bit more of the detail work, but I'm about ready to throw dinner in the oven, and that's that. Thanks for watching. Alright, like I said, I figured I'd turn the camera back on after I was complete with my little project here, and did a little bit more like scraping of some of the paint that ended up bleeding, like on the corners of the roof and stuff like that. Plus I touched up around the edges of the windows in the back, from maybe cutting away a little too much of the masking when I was masking it up. But basically, from the distance you see it in the camera, I think it looks pretty good. It turned out okay. It's not 100% perfect, but it's also a rock crawler, and it is also going to get scraped up, etc. I guess I'm just trying to justify maybe the not 100% job that I did. Another thing I wanted to point out too, I don't know, I guess you can really see, there's two little yellow squares on the front of this. And that is because I cannot stand blue LEDs. I think they're just blinding, especially at night, or if you're going to run this in the dusk or anything like that. And if you take a shot of this right to the front, it just blue spectrum LEDs are just incredibly painful. So what I did was just took yellow electrical tape and cut very small squares and placed them over the LED sockets there, and that really detuned the brightness of that a lot, and it really seems to help. And it kind of makes it look like a little bit more like fog lights, like you'd see on a bumper that in those locations, not bright white lights, bright blue lights, excuse me. But yeah, that's pretty much my modification right there. That's the first and probably one of many that I am going to do to this truck in the time that I have it. And I've got a few more parts on order. I'm about to order some more stuff, maybe some new wheels and tires. Definitely going to get links. I've got weights coming, a couple of other things. But this is one of those. This is one of those trucks where it's kind of a take my money sort of situation where, you know, you get one and you start researching online, see all of the stuff that you can put on these things, and you realize that you could be into this for as much as you'd be into, you know, a full size like 110 crawler. You'd have $200, $250, maybe $300 wrapped up in one of these things after all said and done. And there's still even more than that. You know, you can put new axles on these things to the tune of about 45 bucks a piece. You can get links, you can get bumpers, you can get light kits, you can get roof racks, mirrors, everything. You could probably buy $300 worth of parts to put on a $110 crawler, and you'd be right up to where, you know, the money you'd spend on like a Traxxas TRX4 or something like that, or an RC four-wheel drive, you know, somewhere near 500 bucks for something like that. So they're small crawlers. They're inexpensive to get one, but they're certainly not cheap if you decide to start modifying one. And that was my refrigerator that just shut off there. So anyway, thanks for watching. Short video, and we'll catch you on the next one.